Hi guys, and thanks for tuning in to Insidefx. I want to say thank you to everyone who supported our first two videos where we explain the blockchain technology, XRP and Enigma, along with a tutorial on how to buy these cryptos for yourself and benefit from the long-term value. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. We promise more value will be added over the coming weeks, months and beyond. Now this week we decided to turn our attention back to Forex and give you guys an update on the British pound's recent price action and developments. So let's get straight into this. The sterling tapped new short-term lows against a basket of currency pairs, falling around 10% against the US dollar and over 8.5% against the Japanese yen. Now this was largely due to poor economic data for the pound along with political tensions regarding Brexit. In recent weeks, manufacturing production fell 1.40% versus an estimated 0.3% increase. Industrial production also fell 0.8% versus an estimated 0.2% increase. This is sparking fresh fears over a potential slowdown in the UK economy. Inflation in the UK unexpectedly remained constant at 2.4% rather than ticking higher to 2.5% as analysts originally expected. Now, combining all the data together, it suggests that the UK has failed to regain momentum in the second quarter, casting a large shadow over the case for an interest rate rise at the end of the summer. In other news, Pound World went into administration with 5,100 jobs at risk. They're the latest victim of the brutal trading conditions in the UK retail sector, which is largely due to the plunge in the sterling following the Brexit referendum. Now, this follows this year's collapse of Toys R Us and Maplin, and I expect other retailers to follow the same fashion. Other stores are closing as well, including Marks & Spencer's, New Look, Carpet-Right Mothercare, and House of Fraser. Although the Forex market is 80% technically driven, it's important to understand and interpret the fundamental side of things in order to aid you in your overall market bias. Fundamental analysis is a method of evaluating an economy in an attempt to measure its strength against another. So where do we see the pound heading to next? Let's jump on the charts and take a look. Right guys, so I'm going to take you through one of my favorite currency pairs, and that's GBP JPY. From a beginner's point of view, this may be overwhelming. All these red and green bars as well as these horizontal lines across the chart may be difficult to digest. The red and green bars are called candlesticks. Each bar represents the price movement made on a specific time frame. Currently, we're on the weekly time frame, so each candlestick represents a week's price action. The horizontal lines are called support and resistance levels. They help us identify where prices should be supported in a downtrend or where prices will be rejected or resisted in an uptrend. Did you get the gist? Alright, let's get started. Now, I want you guys to focus on this level here, the 147.50, and look back at prior price action towards the first 3 quarters of 2017. Prices were trapped below this region, tapping 147.50 on 3 separate occasions, 1, 2, and 3, and falling over 5% each time this level was met, before finally breaking through in the final quarter of 2017. If we look further along to the most recent price action, 147.50 turned from a major resistance level to a major support region, holding price above on 4 separate occasions, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if we scale out slightly, if we just look out slightly, okay, we can clearly see that GJ, short for GBP JPY, was in an uptrend, printing higher highs and higher lows. Now, however, the trend reversed when prices created a low right over here, okay, rather than a higher low in the last week of February. Now, an overall lower high was created in the beginning of April, and price has printed a new lower low in the last week of May, being right over here. Now, ultimately breaking through our ascending trend line, which is this, okay, and closing below the trend line and below the 147.50 region. Now, the past 2 weeks, we can see that price has tested the 147.50 region multiple times, but failing to sustain above. We're currently being rejected by the moving averages okay, that act as a dynamic area of resistance. This, along with a retest of the trend line, are providing confluences which point that GJ can come lower. On the daily time frame, bear with me a second while I scale lower. Okay, so on a daily time frame, we can see these higher lows, we can see these lower highs and lower lows much clearer. So these lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and a lower high over here again. Now, ascending trend lines, just over here and over here as well, continue being broken. And the most recent trend line has broken also, which is this one right here. Okay, now a new lower high has been created at the all-important 147.50 region. I can see GJ printing new lows in the coming weeks. However, my immediate target area is 145. Okay, once broken, 142.50 will be in sight, giving us that 5% decrease in the pound that we've previously seen. Now, Brexit developments in the beginning of this week could provide the all-important push to the downside. Now, that's all from me in this video today, guys, and don't forget to join our Telegram to stay up to date day by day on GBP JPY and a basket of all our other currency pairs that are in our watch list. If you feel you've learned something from this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content. Thanks once again. We hope everyone has a great trading week ahead. Thanks, guys.